Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Builder's Diaries, where I build a business and a body at the same time. Today, I'm going to be talking about the body a little bit more than the business, maybe a little business, but mostly body, because today, you guys, is my 30th day of raw food. So I hit it. I made 30 days, 100% officially 30 days today. So we're going to be talking about how I feel on raw food, any changes I've noticed with raw food, and, just what it feels like to eat raw food for 30 days. So let's get into it. I'm excited because I feel good. I feel really good. I feel really strong. I'm building some pretty good muscles in the gym. I'm lifting pretty heavy weight. I'm not really increasing it like crazy. I don't want to go insanely heavy. I'm not trying to max out my reps. I'm just trying to really just push some really heavy weight, really challenge the body and push some heavy weight. So today I did some legs. I did some back squats. I think I went up to 95 pounds with my back squats. So not pretty crazy, but I think next week I'll try to go over 100. I just don't really like back squats, so I keep it pretty low. But, for me, it's pretty good because when I was working out at a high intensity studio, like one of those workout studios that you would go and do classes, I was only doing about 65 pounds total ever. So yeah, 95 is a lot better, like a lot better for me. And I weighed more then, I weigh a lot less now. So it's like I'm weighing less, I'm a lot leaner, and I'm able to push a lot heavier weight right now, which is cool. So yeah, I feel good. 30 days is down. It's really cool because this is where the power comes in. I have 2 more weeks left. I'm in my 5th week right now. I've got another week next week, and then I'm pretty much done at the end of next Sunday. So I got a couple, I'm in like my final stretch. So it feels really, really, really good. But I've done a lot of challenges. I've done a lot of fitness challenges. I've done a lot of challenges in general. And 30-day challenges are great. 30 days are really, really good to kind of get you in that habit. You see changes, other people see changes. And this is kind of when people are noticing changes in my body. But the power comes in these next couple weeks. The power really comes in this week and next week, is pushing past that 30 days. And that's really when those habits really start to seep in. I've done a lot of the challenges, and 30 days is good. I've done 30 days no alcohol. I've done 30 days raw. I've done 30 days, 30. I've done a lot of 30-day challenges. Honestly, I think I live in challenge. One of my best friends was like, "Hell, you live in challenges. You're always in challenges." I'm like, I know, I kind of am. I like to, be challenged, and I like to have a goal and try to accomplish that goal. And I always typically do accomplish that goal. So I like to have that focus because for me, it gives me purpose and it gives me something to work towards, which I enjoy, so I am always kind of putting myself into some sort of challenges. But I feel like it's when you push past that 30 days, that's when it sinks in. That's when you feel it. That's when you feel that power, So if you've done this before, you probably know what I'm talking about. But I don't know. I'm excited because I'm like, this is where it comes in. This is where the excitement is in this last couple weeks, finally finishing out. I'm really excited because I only have 5 more mornings of waking up at 4:30 in the morning so I can weigh out all my food, prep my food before I go to work. So I've been waking up about 20 minutes, 25 minutes earlier than normal. I don't want to have to do that anymore. I'm sick of having to weigh my food. Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I'm done weighing the food, but I'm tracking everything in Chronometer because I want to have the macros. I want to have the exact food that I'm eating. I want to know what I'm eating because I'm tracking it here and I'm putting it in a recipe book later in the day or later in that week. So I'm getting everything down. So I want everything down. I don't want to I haven't not tracked anything I put in my body. Even this cane juice that I got on Sunday that it wasn't in my Chronometer. I actually put it into my Chronometer because you can add foods and stuff. So if you have a nutrition label, you're able to add it into your Chronometer and you can add in your macros that way. But this sucks, you guys. I don't want to do this anymore. And another thing too is I eat really simply. Typically I can eat the same meal, like the same lunch, 4 days when I'm in the office and then eat whatever here. And then I can eat the same breakfast every single day. But with this recipe book, I can't really shoot the same meals. Like, here's 3 meals that you get to eat for the entire week. People don't like that. So I'm having to do a lot of variety. I'm having to buy more food. I'm spending a lot more money at the grocery store than I normally probably would be spending. So I'm excited to not have to do that. I'm excited to kind of scale back a little bit and really just go to, okay, I'm going to be eating watermelon. I'm going to be eating salads. I'm going to be eating spirulina protein shakes because I think I'm going to keep the spirulina, you guys. I like the combinations that I've been able to come up with. I think they taste delicious. I have a lot of energy. I'm building a lot of muscle. I feel really good. I like the higher protein I'm more, it's close to like 15% of my total calorie or total percentage between protein, fats, and carbs. It's about 15% protein right now. 15 to 17% is what I'm getting right now. So it's not like high protein, but it's not low protein, but it's medium sized protein. I think it's a good amount for me. So I like getting this amount that I'm getting because I feel good. I'm going to keep doing it. one thing that I noticed that when I do eat 100% fruit, or I do eat mostly fruit, mostly carbs, not as much protein and maybe more fat, because I eat high fat, I think. Now that I'm tracking my food, I'm noticing that, man, I eat really high fat and I definitely overeat. I eat a lot of calories. So no wonder my weight was going up and up and up, because I'm eating a lot of calories. But it's interesting to track it because you really, really can see, all of the stuff. But I'll go off. So yeah, I have 5 more mornings to wake up early. I've got 5 more weight workouts. I've got 1 more arm workout this week. I've got 1 yoga week workout this week. And then next week, I've got my 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 yoga. So I'm like in my final stretch, which feels really good. I like working out. I'll keep the workouts. I'm not going to not keep the workouts. But if I don't go to the gym one day during the week, then it's not going to really matter. Maybe I'll take it to 3 days. Maybe I won't do, like, I do arm days, I do leg days. Maybe I'll mix them where I'm doing multiple arms and legs in one day and kind of just change the workouts up a little bit. I think I might do that. We'll see. But yeah, so it's exciting because I'm like, oh my gosh, 30 days. I have a total of 42 days. I'm like, home stretch. Here we go. This weekend, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to try to take some pictures this weekend of me looking fit, for the book, and some really sexy, good body shots of me for my ebook that I'm doing, and for content too, because I got to get some content, you guys. I got to get some pictures of me looking really, really fit. So people, when they go to my profiles and they go to my accounts, they're like, oh yeah, this girl is fit. This girl is like looking really, really good. You got to be the product of your product. So I want to get a lot of really good pictures this weekend and next weekend. I'm actually going to do a photo shoot. I took off the Monday, the day after my challenge is over. So I'm going to be taking that day off. I'm going to go to the gym with one of my friends, and he's the person I'm actually working on his ebook as well, and he's doing fitness as well. So I was like, hey, join me. Let's do a fitness shoot together. I'll get pictures of me. I'll get pictures of you. I can use both of them for these books I'm creating. So we're going to be doing like a photo shoot together, either at my gym or grass or outdoors or somewhere. I don't know, but I'm going to be off and doing another photo shoot. So I'll have someone to actually take pictures of me, so I won't look as odd, with my tripod and putting like the timer on and going, taking the picture, and then doing it again, and going to take a picture. Like, I don't mind doing that. I do it. It works. I don't have a photographer, so I use the tripod. It works. It works fine for me, but it takes longer and it looks odd to some people, It's like, what is this girl doing? She's just taking pictures of herself. Whatever. I don't care. They're going to look good, and I'm going to need these pictures for social media, because I don't really have that many super, super good pictures of me looking really fit with this body, So it's cool. But yeah, it's like, it's all coming together. I got I had an editor. I had one of my friends actually edit my book that I have for the plant-based bundle. This is my plant-based bundle offer. It's the raw food and fitness. It's a 7-day guide. So it's basically a 1-week version of my 6-week plan, that the bigger one that I've been working on, But this one, this is going to be like, it's $50 for the bundle. So this is going to be in the bundle. It's $50. You get this, and then you get 150 other ebooks. But I'm going to do the bundle, the plant-based bundle with this book, and then I'm probably going to take the same book, because I spent a lot of time on it and it's really, really good. I'm going to use it for any bundle that I'm in. So I'm going to try to get into more bundles. I've got a bundle that's in September I'm going to be doing, and then try to get into some more just to get it in front of more people. I talked to a really big influencer on Sunday, and she works out in a gym, and she said that she would be willing to do this, which is cool because she's got a YouTube channel, and I would love to get in front of her audience and talk about this as well. So hoping to make my way to get an interview with her, which would be cool, but I'm not quite ready. I want to have my product like done. So when I'm actually doing these interviews and I'm doing podcasts, I could actually talk about it and say, hey, go here and get my free thing, So I'm kind of like, it's a little too early. I'm so close. It's like, it's all so close. It feels like it's Christmas morning right now for me, because I'm like, it's almost there. It's almost there. And I feel so good about this, you guys. Like, the direction I'm moving, everything I'm doing, I feel good. Like, I feel so good about this. It feels right. And it's like, I'm moving in faith. I know this is right. I know this is going to work. Like, I know this is going to work. And it's just like, it's like Christmas morning. It's so exciting. And I'm about to show you guys all of this. I'm so excited. But yeah. So another thing today, it was interesting because I eat this way at work. A lot of people see me eat this way at work. I eat very different. And I was in the kitchen today, and I was making my salad, my sprouty salad that I always make. And there was another guy in there, and he looked like he had lost quite a bit of weight. And he was talking to some other people, and apparently he was doing a fitness challenge as well, or I think a food challenge. I don't think he was working out like at all, but he was just he was eating his food, tracking his food, but he was eating low carb. So no carbs, like all protein, all fat, and like all weighed out, like basically kind of what I was doing, but very like almost opposite, because I'm mostly carb. I'm 70 to 80% carbs a day is what I'm eating. And he's probably eating like how much fat I'm eating, maybe 5%, because that's how much of the fat. So it's like we really switched like what we're doing. And it was really interesting to me because he had weight to lose. I don't have tons of weight to lose. Like if I was overweight, I probably would have lost. I've only lost about 6 pounds in the last 30 days, which is not bad. I'm fine with it. I had inflammation. I did need to lose some of that, and I'm not trying to lose weight, so I am trying to eat a little bit more. But yeah, he's lost a lot more weight than I have. But I'm like, I didn't have weight to lose, so that's not that. But he was hungry, and that's the biggest difference between what I'm doing and what other people are doing. Is I have so much energy. I feel so good. I look good. My skin looks good. Like I don't look like he looked like sad. Like honestly, like I don't know, it's hard to explain. He looked like he was hungry. He looked like he was sad. Like he looked like he was losing weight really rapidly, and it was just like, and he was just like, I can't wait till I be able to work out again. I can't wait to be able to eat carbs again, and I'm just like, man, it's an interesting thing because he's losing weight. Obviously, whatever he's doing is working for him and what he wanted. His goal was to lose weight. He's in a challenge, I guess, with his brother, and they're trying to lose weight and see who can lose weight the most in this challenge. And they're a little bit over 30 days, so he's hitting it right when I was. But it's interesting because I'm like, you look miserable. You're eating food you don't like, and that's the opposite of me. I'm eating food that's freaking delicious. I'm not hungry. I've only had like 1,400 calories today, and I'm just like, crap, I have to eat dinner. Like, cause I'm like, I don't even really want any more food. I've had so much food today, and I'm like, I feel like I've had so much food because raw food is just 1,400 calories of raw food is a massive amount of food. So it's like I've eaten pounds and pounds and pounds of lettuce and watermelon and smoothies and all this food today. And I'm like, I'm not hungry. I'm definitely not hungry. That's the one thing about this challenge, you guys, is I am not hungry. And I thought taking my calories down would make me hungry. And yes, there's some days that I'm like, I could eat a little bit more. But for the most part, I'm not hungry, like at all. Like I feel like I'm satisfied. I feel like I'm eating enough food, which is good. You should feel satisfied. You shouldn't feel hungry. You shouldn't feel like you're starving. You shouldn't feel like you're missing out on food. Because when you do, like this guy that's in this challenge, like great that he's in this challenge. It's awesome he's doing his own challenge, but he's going to gain all that weight right back 100% because he's putting himself in a position that he's not happy. He's not happy with what he's doing. He doesn't like it. He doesn't feel good. He's hungry. He's like craving other food, I'm not craving other food. And on a weekend, I was like, if I could eat anything right now, anything I wanted, like right now, what would I eat? And I was like, I'd probably eat watermelon, honestly, because that's just where I'm at right now. And it's like, I don't really want other food other than raw food because it makes me feel so good. It tastes so good. And you guys, watermelon right now, oh my God, it tastes so good. Like so good. Like they might be injecting it with something. I might have to check this because it tastes so good. And I'm like, there is a meter I can buy to figure out if they're injecting the watermelon, which I might be buying soon. But I don't know. So it was just really interesting because I'm like, you could there's all these different ways to lose weight, but it boils down to you need to track your food. You need to understand what's going in your body and you need to eat in a deficit. That's it. You can really do this with any type of diet. I mean, it's very obvious. He's losing weight on keto. I guess it's basically keto, like low carb. I'm losing weight on high carb, medium protein, low fat. And it all works. But it's just being consistent with what you're choosing and it's tracking your food and being in that deficit. That's huge. It's the deficit, People come to me all the time. Raw vegans come to me all the time and they're like, Kelly, I can't lose weight. Why can't I lose weight? And I'm like, because you ate 2,500 calories today. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, you don't need to eat that much. You ate double the amount of calories you should be eating. Like, the raw vegan world is really interesting because it's ingrained in you for abundance and eat in abundance and eat fruit in abundance and just eat. And at the beginning, you almost have to, because when you're switching over to fruit, your body's not used to eating this way, and you almost have to constantly eat. But then once you pull out of that, you got to rein it back. And I never did, so I would just be eating these massive fruit meals and just all this fruit, all these salads, all these fats. And then at night I'd be like, hey, I want to cook food meal. So I'd go out to eat and I'd have fats and other sweets. And these did not work very well together, so no wonder I was gaining weight. It's very obvious why I was gaining weight. And it was interesting to me stepping into this challenge because this is the first challenge that I've done over 40 years old. I'm 41 years old. I'm over 40. And I've heard and seen that once you turn 40, it's harder to do these things and you can't lose weight and you can't do this just doing what you were doing before. And I'm like, I don't agree with that because I'm literally doing the exact thing that I've done my entire fitness career, my entire last 11 years, my entire time I've done. Track my calories, rein my food in, understand what's going in my body, eat whole food. That's all you have to do, you guys. Like, honestly, like, and if you're not losing weight that way, there's something else deeper going on, and you need to work with a holistic practitioner. Your doctor's not going to help you. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to give you any medical advice. Not going to say any of that at all, but your doctor's not going to help you. I'm sorry. You need to work with somebody that's outside of your insurance. I would not have the level of health that I have right now if I had not gone outside of my insurance and what was covered, you know, and believe me, I didn't have the money for it. I don't have the money for it. I don't make as much money as most people, you know, but I prioritize my health and I prioritize the right people telling me about my health. You know, I have a holistic dentist and they don't use fluoride on me. They're very, very, you know, they use non-toxic stuff. They don't use like certain fillings. It's all the things, no mercury. They do all the safe stuff. So it's like, that's a lot more expensive. My cleanings are $400 out of pocket. You know, most people don't pay anything for their cleanings and they get it. So it's just different, you know, but the level of care and the level of health and the level of, you know, getting to my body and understanding what's truly going on, I never, ever, ever, ever would have had that if I would have just listened to my regular doctor. So I can go off on a tangent for a long time, but that's not what this is about. I'm not talking about that stuff anymore because I can get myself in trouble. So I will not talk about that kind of stuff and my views on our healthcare, but I'm excited because I'm not going to need that healthcare for a while, you know. One more thing I wanted to touch on, and then I'm going to probably make a smoothie because that's probably, I need to get some sort of food in. I can't really end the day. I don't want to be under a deficit because I'm not trying to lose a ton of weight. I'm 101 pounds right now, you guys. I'm not trying to lose a lot of weight. I want to keep my weight up. So I do want to make sure I'm eating, but not overeating. That's the key. It's not overeating. So for me, it's about 1650 to 1750 calories. And that's about what I should be eating right now. So, one more thing I did want to touch on, and so today I was at work and I work for a home builder and I get this like builder magazine email constantly. And another major home builder, one of their founders just passed away. And I see blah, 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 passes away at 74 years old. And I'm like, 74 years old, that's really young, like really young, you know? And so I'm just like, huh. And so I took his picture and then I took a picture of Lou Corona. So if you don't know who Lou Corona is, you should look him up after this because Lou Corona, he's been raw vegan for 40, 50, I don't even know how many years, but a very long time. He looks amazing. I actually know him personally. He has had no work done. He's just a raw vegan. He has no stress. He just has a loving, centered heart. He's heart-centered. Like, honestly, I've never met anyone that has as much love. That he just radiates love and just, wow. I've never met anyone like this being before, you know, and I'm like, wow, like this is what I would aspire to be. But it was insane because if you put their pictures next to each other, they were the same age and vast. Like he looked like he was 20 years different. You know, the guy that just passed away, he was balding, he had gray hair, he had, you know, the skin, he looked like he was old. Like honestly, he looked like he was in his 80s. But then the other guy, the raw vegan, you know, he had black hair, zero gray hair. His skin was smooth. It was shiny, like super shiny. And I even had people tell me, they're like, no, he's had work done. He's had work done. I'm like, he hasn't. He honestly hasn't. And people are like, no, I don't believe it. And people don't believe me, but I'm like, you know what? I know him personally. He has not had work done. I know that you don't have to have work done when you're a raw vegan, but we live in a society that people don't believe this. You know, people don't believe that this is possible, but there's people out there, you guys, and that's who I look to. I look to the people. I look to the Lou Coronas. I look to the Babette. She's 74 or something years old, and she owns a restaurant, and I think she did like 100 push-ups on her 78th birthday or something. It's insane. Raw vegans are just the vitality and the youth and it's there, you know, when they're old. And I'm paying attention to this because when I turn 70 or 80 years old, I want that. I don't want to look like what people think of as old. You know, I don't want to look like that. I don't want to have that. I don't want to suddenly pass away at 74 years old for no reason. You know, like what? Like that was insane to me. So it's just the choices that we make today, the food that we put in our bodies today is really reflecting of our lifestyle down the line, you know, and people ask me all the time, like, how can you do this? How can you not eat cheese? How can you not have turkey on Thanksgiving? How can you not have burgers? How can you not be tempted by, you know, they bring donuts in the office all the time. Like the crap, the tacos that they have, like all the crap they have, free food. Like I turn free food down all the time, you guys. And like, I spend more money on food than anybody I know. You know, I should not be turning food down for free, but what is the true cost of free food? You know, the true cost of free food is your health. And I can see the difference. I can feel the difference with people that I'm around at work. And I'm like, why would I want their level of health, like I don't want to look like that. I like the soft skin. I don't use any sort of products. And it's just, I don't know, it's a very different life, and I'm not even 100% raw, but I would say I'm probably like 90% raw, and I'm moving there. I think eventually I will be, but I'm not right now. It's not really a goal of mine to be 100% right now, but it's like I do these pushes where I'm 100%. And then after this push, I'll probably enjoy this amazing fitness body for a while. And then I'll be pushing into a detox where I'm 100% fruit or raw. So it's just a lot of focused raw like pushes that I do. And then I eat mostly raw. So sometimes I'll eat cooked vegan food at night if I really want to, but I haven't really wanted to. I honestly like the power that I feel in this food is so good, so good. So 30 days down. I'm excited. Everything's working. Everything's working well. I'm excited to see the results. I looked up the results on the last time I started working out because when I started working out a year ago at the gym, I did these exact workouts that I'm doing right now. I didn't really track my food. I wasn't eating 100% raw, but I was able to, I think it was like I lost 0.8% body fat and I gained 2.2 pounds of lean muscle in 4 weeks. I'm pretty sure I'm going to blow those numbers out of the water. I hope I blow those numbers out of the water, honestly, because I'm like, I'm lifting heavier. I'm focused with my food. I'm focused with the protein. I should change those numbers different than last time. And it'll be longer too, 4 weeks as opposed to 6 weeks. So I'm like, I really hope I'm changing something there. But I don't know. Like, I feel lean. I feel good. I feel very strong. My skin looks good. I don't have the sagging skin. That's another thing too with fruit. I'll notice like if I touch like in here, it's hard to show you there, but I'll get like kind of, it'll be, the skin will look weird, like before when I was eating mostly fruit. Now it's like my skin is plumper a little bit. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like more plump with the protein. So I don't know, but I like it. I think I'm going to keep it. We'll see. I don't know. But anyways, okay, well, I'm going to get off, go make my smoothie, play with my cat because she wants to play with me. And you guys have a beautiful night.